At some point, the relationship broke down. What happened, Daniel?
A text popped up on his phone from another woman, and it said, popped up on on the iPhone, it pops up on your screen, so it said, can we just, let's just forget about what's happened.
Write that in big. Let's just forget about what's happened. Kyle, let's just forget about what happened.
Mm.
Well, what did you think? Did you think perhaps Kyle had perhaps rethought everything and decided to put one foot back inside the closet, look around? Do you think perhaps Kyle was bisexual?
I don't know, many thoughts ran through my mind at the time.
Right, but it could have meant anything, that text, didn't it? So why, at that stage, did you have cause to not trust Kyle? Based on, let's forget what happened. It could have been...
the way he'd been, like, sneaky over the past month or so.
Right.
Being shifty, always hiding his phone. It's like he had a password on his phone, so, like, when obviously the person in question knew it come up, or if I swiped it across to look what she was on about, and he changed the password on his phone.
Right. Now, were you having a relationship with this person?
No.
No. What did you do once you saw that text message, Daniel?
I went into the bathroom and confronted him, and he basically denied anything was going on. And it was about a week or so later, after me keep going on and on at him, he finally admitted he'd slept with her.
Just put...
on a drunken night out.
Just pause for a second. How long ago was this, Daniel?
I found out just before Christmas.
OK. You look furious still about it.
No, I just want to get on with my life. I just want to move on now. It's just this one thing holding me back.
You've brought me here.
Don't talk to him. Do you understand? Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, Daniel, at some point he... Well, first of all, Carl, is that right, what Daniel says?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Well, I know it's exhausting finishing words, but do your best.
OK.
OK? What was the nature of that relationship? And how old you were 18 at the time?
It was just a drunken thing.
Well, some people get drunk, they go out, they end up tap dancing, they end up even getting terrible tattoos. Some people get drunk and make dreadful impulse purchase, such as grey shirts, for example. You got drunk and you entered a relationship with this woman of some sort.
It wasn't a relationship, was it? It was just a drunken
Trust me, I'm not going to be able to
mistake.
help you with that question. Do you understand? What was it? What was the nature of the relationship?
Well, I just slept with her.
It was probably a cheap bunk up in an alley like the stray cats that they are.
Do you think I need your help with that?
No.
With that judgment?
No.
Where does the £188.82 come from?
Well, on the contract, you get 600 free minutes. Colin, the total minutes that Colin overused was £439 minutes, which then came...
Was that in 1 month or in
Yes. Yes.
Well, let's pause. The plot thickens.
So that's one of the
Wait,
charges.
hang on. I know. I've seen it. Just let me write it out. 439 minutes.
Yes.
Well,
Over
I can't do the
600.
sums off the top of my head, but it seems to me that that's a number of... That's over 7 hours. Colin, you can tell me. You're a very busy man. You're not running some species of call centre, are you?
Not at all, Judge, no.
No? Well, help me. In 1 month, you were on the phone in excess of your contract allowance of 7 hours. Who were you speaking to?
Family and friends.
For 7 hours?
Must have been, yep.
Colin, let me see the bill.
Thanks.
You just tell me, what was the longest phone call?
No idea.
Don't remember?
No.
Were you speaking to ladies, several ladies? Could it be?
Yes.
No.
Colin, it's your opportunity. You'll feel better. You'll feel liberated after telling me. How many women were you speaking to during that period, that month? 3, 4? It's fine, because it's not... Sorry?
I have no idea.
You've no idea?
Good.
Well, that's an answer which says, Judge, more than 1, less than 10. Yes?
Roughly, yep.
Roughly. Now, there's a further complication here, because in response to this, Gemma, amongst other things, certainly in respect of the benefits, you say, firstly, you weren't in the right frame of mind to make the relevant applications. Secondly, I construe all this for you. You say this was joint property in any event, so he's equally liable, not just you, which is problematic because the rent he's suing for is the time you were living there, not him. And thirdly, you say that I should take into consideration the emotional distress, amongst other things, that was caused by his behaviour in the past.
Yep.
And the impact that that had on you staying in the marriage, correct?
Yep.
Something happened in 2006. What was it, Gemma?
John had an affair with a family member.
Did you have an affair with your sister-in-law in 2006?
It was more of a fling than an affair, Judge, if I'm honest.
You say potato, I say potato.
That's correct.
Now, why this matters, Gemma, is that you say that that was at that stage, you wanted the relationship and the marriage to be over, but you carried on with it in any event.
Yes.
How serious was it?
It completely destroyed me. I found out when our daughter was 2 weeks old.
John, do you love your wife?
I still do love her, yeah. I'll be honest with you. Of course I do. I'll always love her. She's mother of my children, and they're the biggest part of us, really.
What are your feelings towards him?
He's just the father of my kids.
There's nothing left as far as you're concerned.
No. No.
How did the relationship end, Leanne? Why did it end?
I cheated on her.
Is that right?
Twice.
And how did you discover that, Lisa?
The first time Leanne finished things, she actually told me that she had cheated on me. Shortly after that, she got hold of me, apologising, saying that she was sorry and that she would understand it if I didn't want to go back with her and that. I said, well, look, fair enough, you've admitted it. I'll give you another chance. I didn't realise she had cheated on me the second time that she finished things, however.
Was that with somebody, one person, was it with one person you knew?
I got told by a friend of Leanne's that she had been bragging about having a threesome. When I questioned Leanne about it...
Trust me, you've just taken me into a little cul-de-sac where even my imagination needs a moment to recover. Could that be true? Bearing in mind how well it went for you before when you tried to get one. True.
The cheating part, yes. But the threesome, no.
Leanne, what do you feel about Lisa now having lent you, she says, I suspect correctly, all of this money? Now, I want you to think about that whilst you place in your mind the thing that you told me earlier about being honest, loyal and trustworthy. Do you feel you have a moral obligation to give this money back?
I'm not in a position to.
That's not the answer to the question.
No.
Do you feel that you are in a that you morally ought to give Lisa this money back?
No, because I, on the basis of thought that it was a present as we were in a proper relationship.
Anything you'd like to add, Leanne?
No.
Lisa?
Leanne has actually admitted herself that the money was a loan. When me and Leanne first got together, she sent a friend request to a load of my friends on Facebook. And one of them found this on her thing. Can't believe one of them...
Let me have a look. I can read it myself.
Thank you.
This is a message on Facebook. Thank you for providing me with it. Just for the avoidance of doubt, this is the first time I've seen this evidence. Can't believe one of my exes wants to take me on to Judge Rinder's court over some money she lent me when we was together. What I don't get is why she's asking for it now when we split up over a year ago. That's very interesting evidence, Lisa. Very interesting evidence. Would you like to look at it? Yeah. Look troubled there, Leanne. You told me, in the course of your case, that this was a gift.
It was a gift.
Well, why have you written there that the money is lent money? Want to phone a friend?
No.
What's the plain meaning of the word lent? If I lend you something, why would I write that?
I don't know.
Well, have a think.
I didn't know I was actually talking to someone that Lisa knew.
That's your answer, is it? Anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think that's it.
You rest your case, Lisa?
Yep,
Why don't you put it like that?
I rest my case.
Very good. You describe him in your case to me, and this is why I ask the questions, as, well, as rather a nightmare. Yes? But the more troubling feature in this case is that whilst you were in a committed relationship with her, as I understand it, did you seek to obtain the company of other women?
Yes.
Did you? Whilst you were still living with Jodie?
Yep, that's correct.
And how did you discover this, Jodie?
Texts?
Texts?
Yeah.
Was he on a website of some description?
A few. Match.com.
That's the point. If you find your partner on Match.com, things are probably not going terribly well. Correct?
Yeah. But he was getting girls from there.
So you'd meet women for drinks, yes?
Yep.
Now, would you describe that as a date?
No.
Would they describe it as a date?
Probably would.
I see. And what would you get up to on those occasions?
Go out to bars, clubs, you know.
Did you know this?
Just to
Had
meet new friends.
had an idea
This is the first time you've discovered it? Today?
to
Well,
that extent.
How many of these dating website dates did you go on?
About 10.
10? Now, if you're telling me 10, I'm going to suggest it was a little more. 15?
Say 30.
30? Did you know that?
No. No, Judge.
If you enjoyed that video, then I strongly suggest clicking here for more highlights. For those of you who haven't subscribed yet, and why not, so that you never miss out, subscribe. Clicking down there, that's an order.